Are you thinking about making the move to the Waxhaw or Weddington communities in the South Charlotte area, to super popular areas, sister communities in the South Charlotte area that are in high demand, but how do you know if it's a good fit for you? Well, in this video, we're gonna highlight 5 ways you can connect, learn, and really find out if these areas are a good fit for you. So stick around because we're gonna jump right in. Opportunity number 1 to really get to know and learn about the Waxhaw and Weddington area, really any community that has a close-knit community and a lot of things that people like about it or may not like about it, you really need to connect with, and I'll throw a shameless plug in here, with a real estate team, a individual that is local and lives in the area, has experience being involved or volunteering in the community. And an example, the Longleaf group, we have over 20 years of experience in the Weddington and Waxhaw area, living here, being involved in Rotary or the Weddington Optimist Club, and just a host of involvement in the community. And it's really important to have someone that knows, lives, loves, has children going to the schools or have gone to the school. So that's where you can really have not just an agent that's selling the area, but also an advisor. And it's really important not to just start working with a team or agent when you're ready to buy that home, but really when you're wanting to learn about the area and make sure it's a good fit and it's a relationship that you are able to take advantage of the experience that a real estate professional has in the area. So number 1 step, definitely work with an advisor that is in the area and invested in the areas like especially Waxhaw and Weddington. Super quick intermission, I promise. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know all things going on in the Waxhaw and Weddington area, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you'll be the first to know as we release content all the time. I'm Steve Jarrell with the Longleaf Group at eXp Realty here in Weddington as we speak. Make sure to reach out. I'd love to help you answer any questions, be an advisor. All of our information is below. We can schedule a super quick chat and be that advisor you need along the way. With all that said, let's jump back in. And your second opportunity to really learn about a community, and it can be difficult when you're out of state or you're out of the area and you want to know what is it like to live in this community, what are the schools like, what are the roads like, anything that's really intimate to a community that you really need to be there, which obviously that's a really important step to get to know the area. But when you're not there, how do you learn about it? One absolutely helpful way is to be involved in a local community Facebook group. And these groups, there's always a pillar group or groups for communities. And for the Waxhaw-Weddington group, I highly recommend joining the Waxhaw-Weddington community page, which has over 7,000 members that are actively involved in the community, learning about the area, sharing events that are going on, sharing different topics about schools, registrations, everything you can think of. These groups have members that are at that phase of their life or are talking about communities, events going on. So we're gonna share down below your exclusive invite to the Waxhaw-Weddington community. You can join, get involved, and have that shared knowledge about the Waxhaw-Weddington group. So highly recommend being involved in the community, asking those questions, and having neighbors share their answers that are not biased. It's a collective of knowledge that are here in the Waxhaw and Weddington areas. Opportunity number 3 to really find out if the area here in Waxhaw and Weddington are for you is in person. Getting to know the area, checking out some of the community events, whether it's downtown Waxhaw, Autumn Treasure event, the 4th of July parade, everything going on in the area that you can check out firsthand. I mentioned civic organizations that you can attend or reach out to members, whether it's the Waxhaw-Weddington Rotary Club, the Weddington Optimist Club. There's a host of others that are very involved in these communities. Checking out the Weddington Optimist Club, some of these other events or organizations that also are highly invested in the area. So getting involved, checking out some of the areas in person. What's the traffic like? Driving on Providence Road through Waxhaw to Weddington during rush hour. So being involved, being in the community during the best and worst, meaning traffic, times to see what it's like living here in the area and why it's such a popular area. And when areas are popular, you have traffic, or other type of construction. So it's really important to see the area, be in the area, and attend things going on in the community to see, does it have the feel, does it have the vibe that you're looking for? Personally, I love the area, but every area has a drawback, so you need to see it in person. And that's why it's so important, and it's number 3 on our list to see if Waxhaw and Weddington are a fit for you. Number 4 opportunity to see how good of a fit Waxhaw and Weddington are for you. We mentioned events and things going on in the community. Well, number 4 is actually attending some of the local hotspots in the area. If you're in Waxhaw, checking out downtown, there's coffee shops, there's restaurants, there's the bridge, the iconic bridge and water tower, and different areas that people congregate. There's all sorts of things going on, especially at different times of the year. So definitely checking out those different places that are hot, whether it's downtown Waxhaw or a little bit outside, but you've got Waverly, Blakeney, Ray Farms, and different shopping and dining. In Weddington, you have Weddington Optimist Park that has all sorts of different things going on. When it comes to hotspots, you're gonna have more going on in Waxhaw than you are in Weddington because it's much more of a community. It's less commercial that you're gonna have in Waxhaw. So checking out those hotspots, not just directly in it, but around it, and you're gonna get an idea really quickly how these areas shape up for what you're looking for, especially Waxhaw-Weddington, that popular, and you need to see if it's a fit, so check out the hotspots. And last but not least, and this is really a combination of a lot of the things that we discussed, but it comes down to direct communication with current residents, whether that's striking up a conversation at parks, schools, events, kids sporting events, or asking questions inside the Waxhaw-Weddington community group. That you have a group of 7,000 members that love to meet either virtually or in person to share knowledge about the area. And then, as I mentioned, number 2 on the list, which is working with a local real estate expert that's going to advise you along the way, build a relationship, and really invest in the community. So whether it's getting that group information or individual one-on-one, it's important to have the conversations, get to know the area, ask those questions about the community that you may or may not know, or asking what you wish you had known before you moved to the area. And that's where you're gonna get that knowledge to find out, is this area, is Waxhaw, is Weddington, the surrounding area, Western Union County a good fit? You'll get those answers. And like I said, our team, shameless plug, love to be a resource for you as well. Well, I hope this was helpful for you as you decide if the Waxhaw-Weddington areas are a good fit for you. It all comes down to research, getting involved, and learning about the areas, because there are a lot of things to consider when you're making such a big move. And I hope these 5 steps will give you more insight than maybe you thought of originally. Once again, I'm Steve Jarrell with the Longleaf Group at eXp Realty. Love to be a resource for you. Until next time, we'll see you then.